greeter for the general store. Can you muster the courage to ask? I don't know. I don't know. Either, okay, we're gonna work on this either way. Hopefully I don't become further confused as time goes on, but I feel like that's an inevitability. If my life experiences are any indication, you could all die tomorrow in a nuclear explosion and you would never even know what's happening until after it happens, and then just poof. That'll definitely start their school day off on a high note, you know what I mean? I'm pretty sure I said it in Breath of the Wild that I will be doing everything that I possibly can in Tears of the Kingdom, even if it's 300 episodes. And to be honest, we're on track for it to be roughly 300 episodes, so that's gonna be kind of funny. Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me, the Squid Plus. You are back in it with more Tears of the Kingdom this week in our slowly but surely shrinking gauntlet of side content we have in the game before going and beating it proper. Unfortunately, as I have done several episodes in a row now, apparently, I forgot to hit the record again. Thankfully, once more, I did remember before we got too deeply into it. The only thing that we incidentally took care of while I was not recording, and I thought that I was the Bluestone Zora side quest that we had picked up in the episode previous. It was for the Lido, and essentially what it entailed is us going into this long cave where we also got another booble frog while we were there. We picked up basically it was literally just a rock with kind of a dark blue hue to it. It wasn't like glowing or anything super special. We delivered it back to the Lido, and he gave us a Zora fabric, which I commented about me really appreciating that it had the Lanayru emblems upon it. We're probably going to keep using the Zora fabric that we have for now. I haven't found one that I want to use any more so at the moment. That does give us the Gerudo fabric, and that does give us the Zora fabric. That's actually coming to my brain now that there very likely might be a Goron fabric that we need to acquire, as well as a Rito fabric. We'll worry about that once we get into like cross-referencing what I had done in the game and what is still to do in the game regarding the side quests and side adventures. Suffice to say, the next side quest that we decided to continue on our way knocking out as we work from the top of the list going on down to the bottom is going to be the skull for the Hachito, which I have been always looking forward to. I'm very glad that we finally get the opportunity to go ahead and get into that. It is going to require us to come into here and to take a little bit of picture of this screen. We're going to go ahead and do boop, there we go. I'm not really certain what's showing them a screen that I'm probably certain that they were at least shown or should have been shown at some point before. Hello, Impa. Oh my god, you don't have your hat on. It is so weird. It is so weird seeing Impa without your hat on. You kind of look like Yoda, Impa. Do you know that?
Ah, Link, you are here. I wanted to see with my own eyes what I had previously only read of in books. That was why I ceded my position as chief and left with Kano. Poor Paya, she was shocked to have the mantle of leadership thrust upon her so suddenly, but I knew that within her lay the seeds of a capable chief.
You're not making a sex joke, are you? But I hope not, because you said thrusted seeds, and now I'm kind of sick. That's probably just my stupid brain, but ignore me.
Now Paya is firmly on her own path as the leader of the village. To see my granddaughter learning to decipher the Zona language, it is a delight, if not certainly a surprise, and it means that I can rest easy in my retirement.
Good for you, Impa. Oh, your hat's on the little wall there. That's cute. I'm gonna canon that I'm giving you some little head pats, Impa. I appreciate you so very much. This is definitely probably one of my favorite iterations of Impa. I absolutely love her. Hey, Coco, that was your name. I remember Kotla. I couldn't remember Coco. I still have the Hylian wreath that you made for me, sticking to my Hylian shield. Did you know that, Coco? Did you know? Look. I have it sticking here just for you. I have not used it since sticking it because I really don't want it to become destroyed. Incidentally, it's one of the best shields in the game, and I'm probably never going to use it. Hey, Pi, how's it going? You don't have a side quest bubble, so I'm assuming you don't really have anything for me to do, right?
It seems my knowledge was useful for Taro and his colleague for their investigation. I'm glad. I believe that deepening our examination of the ring ruins falls under my duty as chief. Even still, in retrospect, I can see that I perhaps got a bit carried away with this task. From now on, I intend to turn my focus firmly toward the villagers. As their chief, it is up to me to watch over the village. Duty aside, know that I am always praying for your safety, Master Link. Always. Please, take care of yourself, as surely as you can take care of the rest of Hyrule. Look at you, Pyra. Paya. Look at you, Papaya. I must not rest. Not yet. Oh, don't overwork yourself, though, honey. Oh my goodness. Now I'm kind of concerned. I actually kind of really appreciate seeing... Boo-Good, I actually want to speak with you just because I want to do the voice that I finally remembered that I actually gave you. Wow, you sure helped me to feel good, Nick Ancients, kiddo. I got my too excited for my age. I'm going to keep one ready. Hope to see you over again on Tourist Travels. Oh, but you know, weren't you a merchant? No? Weren't you a merchant, Booget? No? Oh, that's sad. That's sad. I was hoping you would have a lot more... Oh, you do have to do saying things.
It's amazing how the ruins floating, but I might be done sightseeing around village spectacles or something else. Thank you, Poogat. Thank you, Poogat. I appreciate you and your goofy smiling grin. All right, let's stop digging around. I'm kind of digging around a little bit now. Let's go ahead and get up to the Hatino village. I believe this is the Hatino. Yeah, I see it now. Okay. I just had to verify because geographically I'm an absolute moron. In addition to the other things that I am an absolute moron on. I am become Link from the Neon Waters here in the Hatino village to actually get some stuff done instead of just having a guy die my paraglider. Speaking of paraglider, Lee, please whip it out when I ask you to. There's a moment like when he starts to do his fall that sometimes it just won't, and it's very startling. It's actually very, very scary for me. I think they'd understand in no time if they had a visual aid like that. You're supposed to. I do have it, but I guess I have to show them while the children is here. Oh, yeah, that was my concern. Do you live in the school, Simon? That'd be kind of weird if you do, but also kind of convenient. You do. Hey, I'm gonna sleep in your bed, okay? Oh, god damn it, it won't let me. It won't let me. I guess that's understandable. I guess that would be a little weird, right? I am Link, and I am the hero of Climb, and I am the best friend of Zelda, and I have this cool Raru arm now. You can't really see it, though, while I have it in the sleeve. You can see it. You can see my hand part, but it looks more like a glove. People would probably assume it's a glove, at least at a distance. We will have to kind of pass the time until the morning, because essentially we'd have to wait almost 24 endgame hours, and that's not something that actually I have a brilliant way to pass the time. Actually, this is probably a far more productive way to do so. Let's go ahead and work on Manny's beloved, Manny's friend's friend. Not Manny himself. What? The greeter for the general store. Can you muster the courage to ask? I don't know. Either, okay, we're gonna work on this either way. Hopefully I don't become further confused as time goes on, but I feel like that's an inevitability if my life experiences are any indication. Have I never actually spoken to this NPC? Oh my god, that's funny. She has greeted me every single time that I have come to this store, and I have gone, yeah, in response to her. Also the one in the Kakariko village, but primarily this one in Tears of the Kingdom. I have never spoken a single word to her, actually. Huh. Funny how life kind of works out for us sometimes, Ivy. Huh? Evie? I don't know, I want to call you Evie now, that feels cuter. The Eastwind General Store is open for business. If you're here for Hatino Village's famous fresh produce, you're in the right place. Or if you're like this super cute CC hat. Super cute? I don't know if I'd call it super cute. You can hit the store across the way, then test clothing. They're featuring a new line of hats. I want to, actually. I'm pretty sure she has a bunch of things for me now. I haven't visited the CC since doing their quests and stuff, but I'm so broke. I'm such a broke bitch. CC is gonna laugh me out the fucking door at this point. Thanks to CC, this village is the place to be. She's drawing in so many tourists that our sales are going up too. CC's putting our village on the map. What do you like, Ivy? You're talking about the CC so much. What about you, girl? What you got going on? What do you fancy, huh? I'm not sure. What kind of a question is that? Oh, Buddy's looking at me, so I should say something. Maybe frogs? Sure, why not? I like frogs. If I had 100 hot-footed, I would be incredibly happy. Oops, I couldn't think of anything, so I just told him what my dad likes instead. Oh, we're gonna get it for your pops? Okay, I'm okay with that. This is probably going to be exactly like it was in Breath of the Wild, right? Where she says, 100 crickets, but we only need to do the 10. I sure hope so. I think I have that many. I picked up a lot of hot-footed frogs and stuffed them into my pants along my adventures. You just see one, grab it, just stuff it in there. It's very convenient to do. And once you actually get a lot of practice at it, you can do it in one fluent motion. Sometimes you can grab two at once and stuff them both in there. It's very impressive. Maybe I'll show you guys one day. Maybe. I'm not trying to be rude, Buddy, but what were you doing with Miss Ivy from the general store? Sure, I noticed. I've been checking her out for a friend of a friend tipped me off, and that's why the quest description says it in such a way. I see. I talked to her, Buddy. You went and asked what Miss Ivy likes? Right to her face? What's the idea? Oh, gotta play it smooth. Can't let him guess I'm the one dying to know. You seem perfectly living to me, Manny. All right then. So what is it? What does Miss Ivy want? I can't leave my friend's friend hanging. She likes some of the hot-footed frogs, apparently, my guy, and 100 of them at that. Yes, that checks out. Miss Ivy's love for animals is just one of the many charming things about her. Oh, so my friend's friend is always saying, that was a close one. I'd better play it smooth. Did I hear about a bunch of frogs in a well somewhere in this village? Maybe I should check it out later. What? I didn't say anything. Look, let's focus on how helpful it would be if you gathered 10 of these frogs. Hey, buddy, well, do I hear fake croaks of little frogs? Specifically 10 hot frogs in that pouch of yours. Pouch? You know what? You know what? I'm gonna start calling it that too. Good job, Manny. I appreciate you passing on that information and that nomenclature. Here you go, buddy. Here you go. 1, 2, 3. 10 frogs all accounted for. Allow me to take those off your heads and out of your butt. And as promised, here's your reward. With the 10 mushrooms. Okay, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Maybe I'll use them. Maybe. Nice. I guess it's up to me to collect the rest. How I've been dreaming of a date with my beloved Miss Ivy. That's why I, Manny, will check every well in sight. Oh. Don't come back from that one. Oh, you're gonna work on collecting the 100 then. Okay, thank God you don't make me do so. Or I don't have to go and talk to her and deliver the hot-footed Feroges and have to collect, 10 of something else. That passed absolutely no significant amount of time whatsoever. Nowhere near as much as I was actually hoping, considering I guess I had everything on my person already. In my pouch, 100% in my pouch. Hello there, we're having nice weather again today. Welcome to Tonpu Inn. Will you be staying with us today? I absolutely will with my measly 254 rubies. Definitely going to the regular bed. I have to start being quite frugal with myself. Definitely the morning. That'll give us time to get to the school and kind of wait for all the children to flood into it. And I will whip out my tapestry of the calamity and see, like, look how freaking good you kids have it. This could happen to you. You could all die tomorrow in a nuclear explosion, and you would never even know what's happening until after it happens, and then just poof. That'll definitely start their school day off on a high note, you know what I mean? Samson? What's his name? Samson? God, I hope his name was Samson. Something like that. This is how you chair, right? Yeah, this is how you chair. They won't ask any questions as they come through the door there, right? Probably not, Link. You're probably good. You're fine. You're probably, I mean, to be fair, like, with your experiences and your adventurings and the way that you are and the things that you deal with, I imagine Lake would probably be kind of like a weird fellow in real life, right? Like, he'd have certain quirks, like picking up pots and throwing them randomly and checking if anything's inside them. Probably getting on his hands and knees and crawling through vents in little crevices and or caves, right? Simon, that was your name. Oh, that's embarrassing. Okay, I'm glad that that's over your head. Man, if only life were like in a video game and an MMO and everybody just had nameplates over their heads, just so you didn't even have to worry about remembering them. You could just read them every time you happened to come in contact. I'm the actual superhero, kid. You know that? Do you know that? I am the actual superhero. And you're gonna learn that today, right, Simon? For this class, we'll be going over the calamity again. Let's start by reviewing our last lesson. Mr. Simon, can you prove any of this? Isn't it more likely that over time history and legend started to blur together? It is very likely. He does have a point. Are we still talking about the stuff that happened 10,000 years ago? Can you point to any paintings or images that actually show there was a calamity 10,000 years ago? I mean, that doesn't really prove it. Someone could have just drawn it from imagination. It's fine. Never mind, I'm not the teacher. I can see I'll have to actually show the class the screen depicting the calamity to move my lesson plan forward. I have a picture to show you, Simon. Here you go, buddy. It's kind of dark. The composition's absolutely shit, but it is what it is. What's this? A screen depicting the calamity? C-class, please take note here. Oh, I thought he was calling my picture C-class. I'm like, yeah, that sounds about right. Thank you so much, Link. My lecture about the calamity might run long, but I hope you'll stay for it anyway. I absolutely will. Sure, let's do it. The calamity has visited this land of Hyrule several times over. So that's just their name for it. Ah, that makes sense. However, 10,000 years ago, there were divine beasts built by the Sheikah using their advanced technology. Each of them was controlled by a skilled pilot as well. With the sword that seals the darkness and the power of the sacred princess, the ancient hero stopped the calamity. For a long while after that, the lands of Hyrule knew peace. But the time when the people forgot about the calamity was the moment it returned to menace them once more. But tell us more! When did all this happen? This all happened about 100 years ago. It began with an oracle prophesizing the calamity's return. The royal family took their cues from the legends of the past. They found and excavated the divine beasts. I definitely recall that, okay. Skilled members of the Rito, Goron, Sora, and Gerudo peoples were selected to pilot them. They were called the champions. I was also called the champion, but I didn't get my own pilot mech until now. I don't get it now, and I'm not called a champion anymore, so who gives a shit? With the wielder of the sword that seals the darkness and the sacred princess, all the pieces from the legend were in place. Oh, but this time, the calamity would not be so bested easily. Sadly, the sacred princess was unable to awaken the holy power within her. The divine beasts were taken over by the calamity. Those selected to pilot them lost their lives in the process. Worse still, the hero wielding the sword that seals the darkness was badly hurt. Just when all seemed lost,
The sacred princess came into her power and devoted her whole being to keeping the calamity at bay for 100 years. After spending 100 years dormant, the hero wielding the sword that seals the darkness awakened. His wounds healed. He won back the divine beasts with the help of several allies, including some of the champion's descendants. And in the end, the hero defeated the calamity, and the sacred princess stopped the evil one. Sorry, I got a little emotional there at the end. It's a true story, though. All that we have, our land, our lives, our civilization, we owe it all to those who fought for it through the centuries. Wow, I want to be like the ancient hero and give ancient. I'm not that old, kid. Look how young I look. I take great insult to you, Azum, as you call yourself, Azum. I'm going to be your nemesis, okay, Azum? That is what I am deciding for both you and me on this day. Let it be known. Oh, that went splendidly. Words cannot convey my satisfaction. And I couldn't have done it without you showing us the screen, Link. Once again, thank you so much for your assistance. Oh, that's right. You should have something for all your help. What'd this do? 10 Hylian rice. Sure, that actually will help me with the Melania dishes that I definitely verifiably ate because I'm an idiot. With the new vegetables being developed, they're harvesting less rice these days. That's a shame, as it's a favorite of mine. You should taste it for yourself, Link. Speaking of rice, our next subject is home economics. I plan to use the occasion to talk up dishes that use Hylian rice. Is that going to be it? Oh, that is another side quest. Oh, my goodness, okay. I'm pretty sure I said it in Breath of the Wild that I will be doing everything that I possibly can in Tears of the Kingdom, even if it's 300 episodes. And to be honest, we're on track for it to be roughly 300 episodes, so that's gonna be kind of funny. All right, so monster extract is supposed to be found somewhere in here. I'm assuming it means purchasable, right? Here we go. Yeah, I see those bright purple bottles. I'm so fucking broke. I want all three because I don't know if I'm gonna need any more in the future, and I kind of want. Yeah, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and do that. Gonna be for 60. Yeah, okay. Let's go ahead and do that too. We'll go ahead and do that too. Oh my God, we're absolutely broke. We are so freaking broke. That is absolutely hilarious. And absolutely disheartening and absolutely soul-crushing as well. I have gotten the weird foods that you wanted me to cook, Simon. It's time to continue our lesson on home economics. And you take Goron spice, Hylian rice, and mix in monster extract. What do you get? The teacher's confused again. Mr. Simon, you're the one who taught us that monster parts should only be used for medicine. Yeah, if you try to cook with monster parts, it's a disaster every time. No one would eat curry made with monster stuff. I call trick question. How am I going to get through to them? How do I get through to these kids? I have the curry for you, Simon. That's how you get through to these kids. This monster curry, a genuine article, class, come and see me here. Come and see here. Jesus Christ, really, this curry was prepared using monster extract. Oh, the color looks a little off. Oh, but it tastes better than I expected. Oh, they're all eating it. They're all just digging in. Oh, okay. Whoa, you're right. It doesn't have that monster musk I was worried about. Ew. Ew, monster musk? Why'd you have to say it like that, kid? So if you extract something special from monsters, you can use that for cooking. How do you extract it? What exactly is monster extract? I don't know if I want to know. Delicious! Is it like the marbled rock roast? And I feel like it's going to be like the marbled rock roast, isn't it? They're going to turn into zombie children. It's going to be a children of the corn situation. That's right, everyone. Ordinarily, monster parts are only to be used in medicine, but monster extract can be used in meals as well. I'm so happy that my lesson on the subject has finally sunk in. Good for you, Simon. Thank you so much. See those solemn expressions on their faces? The children have matured a bit with today's lesson. You might not think yourself a teacher, Link, but you've already taught them a great deal. I'm not much good at history, but you made it fun, Mr. Link. The curry tasted great. I pretty much think of you as my teacher already anyway. Thanks, Mr. Link. I can't wait for our next lesson with you. You're a hit with the students, too. You've earned the right to use the school's field. That's the one behind the schoolyard. Space is limited, so you can't plant an entire farm back there, but use what we have to cultivate whatever you like. Uma typically tends the field. Why don't you talk to her to get things set up? Next time, I'm planning a test that will cover everything we've studied up to now. You're welcome to sit in any time. I hope you'll stay involved with our classes here. Do you have another side bubble, Simon? Do you? So I guess we can finally use this farm for things. How do I do so? I need to speak to Uma Thurman. Where are you, Uma Thurman? I need you. Where'd you go? I remember speaking to you very, very briefly on our first visit. I think you were over here somewhere. Right, goats? Right? Or Ram? Go to Ram? I'm gonna give you a little smooch, okay? There you go. I gave you a little smooch on the forehead, goat. I appreciate you! Uma, you didn't fall down the well, did you? You didn't fall down the well, did you, Uma? Are you down there?
Are you down there? Just give a sign if you're down there. If you can't speak, like, can you fart? Can you fart for me, maybe? Can you clap them shakes for me, and they'll echo through the cave up to my ears, and then I can know that you're okay? She's either not down there or she's dead down there. Hopefully. Oh, Uma, are you? Is that you? Is that you? Did you hear me actually calling for you in the well? You are, Uma. That's absolutely hilarious. Oh, this is the field behind the. You said behind the school. Simon, you're. You know what? I find camaraderie in you, Simon, because your sense of direction seems to be equally as impaired as mine is.
Hello there. Well, I wonder when you'd be by. Simon said we should ask you what to plant in this here plot. You know, as thanks for helping out with the school. You showed up just when I was finishing the prep work for it. I could grow pumpkins, carrots, tomatoes, wild berries, wheat, rice, or melons. If you bring me one of those, I'll extract the seeds and plant them for you. Before you decide, I should admit one thing. I have more experience with some crops than others. I don't know too much yet about raising Endora carrots and hearty radishes. You'll have to forgive me if the yield on those is a little lower than the rest.
Understandable. That'd be kind of OP. The fact that you could even grow like hardy radishes, though.
Well, now let's get down to it. What would you like to grow?
These do give a full recovery, don't they? Don't they? Full recovery plus bonus hearts. I feel like that's the case. I'm gonna go hardy radish. Let's just see what you can do for us, Uma Thurman.
So you want a nice hearty radish field? Yes, please. Yes, please. Let's do it. Certainly. I'll take that from you and be pleased to do it. Can't return anything once you hand it over a mind. But if you feel like planting something else, come see me. How would I help you let me know about your first harvest so I can be there to see? I've already hankering to see how the crops turn out, but you have to know, the important part of growing good crops is to take your time raising them. You can't expect them to thrive while you kill time at an inn or bonfire. That ain't how things are done. The veggies know.
The veggies speak to you, Uma Thurman. That's a neat talent. Can you share it with me?
So it'll take a bit before they're ready to harvest, but I'm already getting excited.
Well, they won't go bad, right, if I go on a bunch of other side quests for like a year and come back? I'm pretty sure she will tend to them and she won't harvest them without me being there. Unfortunately, that will wrap up the time available I have for today in Tears of the Kingdom. If you're watching, you caught a giggle or two, give your own high five slappies to that like button. Share with any of your friends that you think might also get a kick out of the silly stupids. If you are not already, be sure to subscribe to the channel if you want to offer your support. And don't forget to ring the bell so you don't miss any of my daily uploads. We are trying to get back to our 6 p.m. EDT upload schedule. It's definitely been a challenge with me moving to recording these more actively every single day versus the bulk recordings that I originally started to do them in. Suffice it to say, we are slowly getting back to that. Hopefully this week and next week, we will be officially back to that. Share any of your feedback that you think you might also have for the channel in the comment sections below, as well as any other anecdotal experiences you have from Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom, any feelings or thoughts you have on the gameplay, or perhaps things you think that they can improve on for the next open worlds of the game that they do. I would absolutely love that interaction with you guys. I love exchanging thoughts, feelings, and opinions. And with all that said, now the way to stop myself from rambling anymore, as I always inevitably do. Thank you so much once more for joining me, the Squid Plushie, and until next time in Tears of the Kingdom. Goodbye, goodbye!